Copps Coliseum on a wintry Saturday afternoon in Hamilton. Many great Canadian champions have been crowned here, and today it's a stepping stone to the world. In a country of snow and ice, there burns a bright future for the next generation of skater. The joie de vivre of Quebec's Cynthia Phaneuf, the new Canadian champion at Sweet 16. The passion and fire of pairs Marcoux and Bunton, together less than 2 years. Together they've cut a learning curve of championship proportions. An old flame stoked with newfound commitment. Ben Ferreira has rescued his career on a personal journey with a new horizon. One of the hottest young skaters in the world is Jeffrey Buttle. Brave in the face of bitter disappointments, striking the pose of a confident skater whose wrists are now rewarded. Out of the shadows of an unpredictable past comes Emmanuel Sandou. The reigning Grand Prix and Canadian champion has learned to deliver under pressure. A youth movement kindled in the glow of figure skating's fresh faces. Copps Coliseum in downtown Hamilton, a venue that has made a spectacle of major figure skating events over the years. And today it's the ISU Four Continents Championships. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Lee, along with Barb Underhill and Paul Martini, as we get set for the newest international competition in the world, returning to Canada for the first time since it made its debut 5 years ago in Halifax. And Barb, the ISU has positioned this event to complement the European Championships, but the athletes here have come from all four corners of the earth, and in many cases in all sorts of abilities.
And you know, this event really means something different to everyone. For the young skating nations, this is just a chance to come and observe and experience and learn. For some skaters, this is a chance to qualify for their World Championships, so very, very important for them. For some, it is their Worlds. It's their final event of the season, and for others, like most of us, our Canadian team, this is a chance to prepare themselves for World. This is another stepping stone.
Last month at the Grand Prix final in Colorado Springs, we saw the new code of points scoring system come to an end of its trial run. Here we're back to the 6.0 scoring format. Paul, what gives with this sport?
Well, I think we're definitely heading in the right direction. The code of points that was used during the Grand Prix series was so well received. Positive feedback from the judges, from the coaches, from the skaters. I believe it's inevitable that it will pass through the International Skating Union Congress in the spring. And by this time next year, when we're at Four Continents, we will no longer be using the 6.0 and the code of points will be in place.
This event falls hard on the heels of the Canadian Championships roughly 2 weeks ago, when some of our up-and-coming skaters had the skate of their dreams. It's 2 months from the World Championship, so what's at stake here?
Well, you know, the timing is really tough here because our skaters have just come off our national championships. It's really tough to get back up for a big event so quickly. But each of our skaters has their own agenda, their own thing to prove. For somebody like Jennifer Robinson, who just lost her national title, she's got a lot to prove. For Joannie Rochette, she virtually eliminated herself from the overall title in the short program, so she really wants to put down a great short program here. And for our new Canadian champion, Cynthia Phaneuf, this is her first event at a senior level, so this is huge for her. It's her first skate as the Canadian champion.
And Paul, the marquee here at the Copps Coliseum includes all three of Canada's leading men.
Well, certainly our men are contenders here at this competition. We have Sandou, Ferrara, and Buttle all here coming off of a great Canadian championship, but I think we have got a chance at a medal in all the disciplines. Valerie Marcoux and Craig Bunton, our new Canadian champions, will debut here. Maybe our best chance for a medal, though, might lie with Arquette and Langlois. And in the dance competition, I believe Dubray and Lausanne could medal here, and they probably would love nothing more than to leave this championship champions of the Four Continents competition.
And on today's program, Cynthia Phaneuf will skate in her first ever international senior competition in the women's short. The Canadian men headline the men's short program, and will have the pairs free skate. And here's the first Canadian, Joannie Rochette of Île-du-Pas, Quebec. A silver medalist just 2 weeks ago at the Canadian Championships in Edmonton. She's had a rapid rise. Canadian novice champion in 2000, Canadian junior champion in 2001, and here on the senior stage.
Well, at the Nationals, she actually won the free program, but it was this short program that put her out of contention for the title. So this is a key performance for her, and the key element within this program is the triple lutz. It's not a consistent jump for Joannie. She really needs to get her confidence on it. She opens with a nice double axel. And this is the element that is so important for her. If she lands it, she's off to the races.
Oh, simply not enough height on that jump. It did not have enough air to allow her to complete the 3 revolutions.
And it's unusual because her other jumps have so much height and so much air. She just can't quite get the timing on that Lutz.
Nice edge control. She took that spin from an outside edge, rolled it over onto the inside, back again to the outside.
Triple flip here. She does it. Very nice.
We talked about Joanny's silver medal at the Canadian Championships, but she had a tough fall last year, 10th at Skate Canada, and afterwards she and one of her coaches, Manon Perron, had a serious talk. And they talked about training hard after a tough performance and not giving up as she'd been doing in the fall. And if that didn't change in terms of her training regimen, then she'd have to look for another coach, and that nudge seemed to help her. She was first at Bofrost the week later.
Her spiral step sequence here. This is one of 8 required elements in the short program.
Very solid strength of position in her spins. Great extension. They're all well centered.
She's a very, very well-balanced skater. She has great speed, power, wonderful jumping ability, but she's got to get that Lutz. You just have to have the Lutz at this level of competition, and that has been her nemesis.
18-year-old Joanie Rochette of Quebec.
This is the opening double axel of the program. Well done, good control, and it looked like it settled her in for her attempt at the Lutz. You know, watch, nice solid forward outside takeoff, very solid back right outside edge on the landing.
The marks for required elements.
Now the marks for Joanie Rochette of Île-du-Pas, Quebec.
The range of marks
For required elements, the range of marks from 4.4 to 5.2.
The marks, please, for
And although we're seeing 14 sets of marks displayed here, it's important to remember that only 9 of them, randomly selected by the computer, count towards the final score.
Presentation marks a little higher from 5.0 to 5.6. Those 9 judges randomly selected, Paul, as you mentioned, prior to competition. And so after 2 skaters, the Canadian Joanie Rochette moves into first place. And when we come back to Hamilton, Angela Nikodinov, a 3-time medalist at the 4 Continents Championships, skates for the United States. Back at Copps Coliseum in Hamilton, where the skaters are warming up for the next section of the women's short program. The scoring system here in Hamilton is the new old 6.0 format. There are 14 judges. Only 9 of their marks count, and they are randomly selected by a computer and displayed in ascending order. The required elements this afternoon in the women's short includes 1 jump combination, a double triple or a triple triple, 3 jumps in total, 2 spins, and 2 footwork sequences.
Next to skate, representing the United States of America.
From the United States, this is Angela Nikodinov, the 23-year-old from San Pedro, California, and a familiar face at the 4 Continents competition. She's got the hat trick, gold, silver, and bronze from 1999, 2000, and 2001. She missed all of last season recovering from a dislocated shoulder.
She actually dislocated the shoulder twice on the same jump, the triple sow cow. She doesn't do that jump anymore. Then subsequently had surgery on the shoulder. So this season for her is all about regaining her form and skating for herself.
She's one of the competitors here who has an extremely large amount of experience dealing with this kind of pressure.
Opening with the triplets combination. Very well done.
Having that difficult combination behind her, she now sets up with her steps leading into her triple jump, a triple flip. Really good speed and flow both into that jump and out of it on the exit. And that completes her 3 jump elements with that double axel.
Pretty impressive when you consider she's back in competition after only 3 months of training.
Circular step sequence was not all that difficult, but she did carry good flow through it and speed.
She closes with her layback spin. Beautiful position.
Oh, she's got to be happy with that.
Clearly the finest performance to this point in this competition. Excellent elements throughout. She skated with confidence, poise. She just gave you a very relaxed feeling out there. She didn't look tense or pressured at any point during that performance.
Angela Nikodinov, the second-ranked American at this competition, with Michelle Kwan, Sasha Cohn, and Jennifer Kirk all deciding to pass on the 4 continents this year.
This was the opening combination, triple Lutz. She pulls it up into the air, good height, nice clean landing on the first jump, which allows her to set up for the second and execute a wonderful combination.
And these are the steps which must precede the triple jump, which will be a flip here. Her jumps don't get a tremendous amount of height, but she goes in with great speed, and she carries the speed out of the jump as well. She's so secure.
Now the marks for Angela Nikodinov of the United States. For required elements, they range from 4.8 to 5.5. Presentation 5.0 to 5.7.
That's a brilliant skate for her and should hold her up well in this competition.
That will be enough to move Angela Nikodinov ahead of Joanie Rochette of Canada and into first place in this women's short program. There's Canada's new teenage figure skating sensation, Cynthia Phaneuf, warming up in Hamilton.
On the ice, representing Canada.
Here's Canada's new women's champion, Cynthia Phaneuf of Contrecoeur, Quebec, who turned 16 just last week and is now skating in her first senior international competition, upsetting the 6-time Canadian champion Jennifer Robinson to take over as Canada's leading female. And Barb, she's wearing one of her practice dresses again.
Well, at the Canadian Championships, she didn't skate well in the qualifying rounds, and she was so upset that she couldn't bring the goods from the practice rink. So she decided to wear her practice dress, and she did it again here. Unfortunately, a severe lean on that triple Lutz.
The practice dress is supposed to help her simulate the comfort she feels in practice.
Exactly.
That's a rough start.
Next jump is a triple flip. Touchdown with the hand.
Cynthia is the youngest Canadian champion since Tracy Wainman in 1981. She won the title at the age of 14. Cynthia was saying she never expected to be famous at 16, and it's been a little hard concentrating coming into these 4 continents.
It was such an exciting win, but I think even more exciting was the fact that it's the first time we've seen so much depth in the women's field at the Canadian Championships. Nice double axel.
Although she's had the 2 mistakes here on the jump elements, you can't underestimate the emotional drain that she would have experienced going to Canadians not as a heavy favorite, and then to have captured the title, the emotional rush that would have gone along with that, and then find yourself in a position where you were considered for the world team, and now you're here skating for the very first time international senior level competition as the national champion. That's a lot of pressure. It doesn't matter how good you skated last week, you suddenly have a whole new level of expectations of you because of your performance and because of winning that title.
Cynthia Phaneuf of Quebec and her senior international debut as Canada's new women's champion.
She's not going to be very happy with that performance, but I think it was a big hurdle for her to get over that first, and I'm sure she's going to come back in the long and she'll be just fine. What I love about her skating is the maturity of the artistic side of her skating and the emotional side of her skating, way beyond her years.
This was the opening attempt at the Lutz combination. She sees it on a lean there. Her right side is down. Her balance is off. This type of error is a result of experience. You need to learn how to execute under pressure. Second jump attempt was the triple flip. Again, the right side is down. She has to put her hand down. So between those 2 mistakes, she's looking at about 0.6 deduction. Double axel was solid.
The marks for required element.
Now the marks for Cynthia Phaneuf of Contrecoeur, Quebec.
The range of marks
in required
is
elements.
4.2 and 4.9.
There's the range from 4.2 to 4.9.
The marks, please, for presentation.
Not what she wanted. For presentation, which is her strong suit, 5.2 to 5.7.
And 5.7.
So Cynthia Phaneuf's first taste of international senior competition in this short program will leave her in 5th place so far.
Skating next, and representing the United States of
Now
America.
from the United States, 25-year-old Amber Corwin from Hermosa Beach, California, was 4th at this year's U.S. National Championships as a 7th and a silver in 4 continents competition.
opens the program with her layback spin. Great speed throughout it and very well centered.
And her next element, the jump combination, she'll be attempting a triple combination, one of the few in the competition to be attempted. She does a triple toe loop and a triple toe loop. Great flow out of the end there.
Connecting steps leading into her next jump element, the triple Lutz. Quarter turn cheat on the landing of that jump. Minor deduction for an under-rotated jump.
Amber is the oldest of the top American skaters at this level, the age of 25. Michelle Kwan, 23, Sasha Cohen, 19, Jennifer Kirk, 19. But Amber is in the midst of one of her best seasons right now.
She's skating very well, and I'm most impressed with her attention to detail. She's really working with the music. Great extension. Nice finish on all of her elements.
Oh, nicely done. Amber Corwin of the United States with a clean short program in Hamilton.
She nailed all of the elements, but I think what I was most impressed with was the way she sold the program. She really performed it, reached out right into the audience.
Well, it certainly will be the performance of the evening, I would think, when you factor in that it's one of, if not the most technically difficult attempted programs here, and she did it, including this opening combination, triple toe. You see her relax, reload, and take the second triple up into the air. Great flow in and out. It's very difficult to maintain that flow in a triple combination. Skaters must do connecting jump steps into their triple jump. There was the little cheat on the landing of that triple Lutz.
Here are the marks now for Amber Corwin of the United States for required elements. She's expecting some big numbers.
The range of marks is between 4.9 and 5.6.
And the marks for required elements ranging between 4.9 and 5.6 for presentation. 5.2 to 5.8. And so Amber Corwin skating here amid the absence of some of her better known and higher ranked contemporaries, Kwan, Cohen, and Kirk, takes full advantage and moves into first place here in the short program. Still to come, six-time Canadian champion Jennifer Robinson, dethroned this year, but determined this weekend. In the wings, Jennifer Robinson with coach Doug Lee. They're ready to go here in the short program as we join Brenda Irving with the current leader, Amber Corwin.
Well, Amber, you're the only woman in the short program to attempt a triple, a big risk, a big payoff kind of jump, but it paid off for you today.
It's my trademark, so I've got to do it, you know, and it feels good, and I think it's good to be in the top.
You're 25 years old. You have so much experience. How has that helped you at this competition?
It's really helped me because I feel I've been at the top and gone down and been at the down and come back to the top, and sometimes I've stayed in the middle. I've dealt with politics, I've dealt with it all, and now I feel like I just have every single part of experience and wisdom to put into the skating. And I feel stronger than ever now, and I'm almost done with school, and it's just like a whole new stage of my life that I'm experiencing, and it's exciting.
Best of luck in the long program.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Here's Yukina Ota, the 17-year-old from Japan, the reigning world junior champion who won every junior event she entered last year. And here she is now at the senior international level, an example of the depth in Japan's women's skating program, which is beginning to rival the Americans.
This program is very aggressive in terms of its technical content. She's going to open with her jump combination, a scheduled triple Lutz double toe loop.
Great speed going in. She does it. Great start.
Well, they say of all the Japanese women, she has all of the tools to be a world champion.
She's got great speed. She's got the jump. She's got wonderful balletic quality to her skating.
And just a hint of attitude, which you don't often see from Japanese women.
Triple flip.
Yukina skated a clean program in the short at Skate Canada and really created a stir there in her very first senior event.
She really does have all the elements that it takes to make it to the very top. However, she's really struggled in competition with her nerves. But she certainly looks very settled out here.
Final jump element, her double axel.
It's amazing when you look at the quality and the level of this skater. She's ranked only 5th in Japan. The depth there in that country is unbelievable.
Saguri, the Grand Prix final champion, Onda, Arakawa. You're right, it is deep. Oh, tremendous. Yukina Ota, the 17-year-old from Japan, in her 4 Continents Championships debut.
I thoroughly enjoyed the energy level of this performance. She seemed to have her mind set on coming out not only skating a clean program, but skating a program with a high degree of technical difficulty and well delivered. Really enjoyed it.
She was aggressive from the start. She stepped out here and flew into that first combination and just took it from there.
Here's the opening combination, triple Lutz, nice and straight, tight air position. And she followed that up, connecting steps, which must be skated prior to the triple jump. Nice deep knee bend. Again, excellent air position. A bit of a cheat possibly on the landing of that jump. You have to remember, judges do have instant replay here to verify the landings of these jumps. Excellent double axel.
Happy Yukina Ota of Japan, flanked by her coach Mie Hamada on the right, and nervously anticipating her marks here in the short program.
The range of marks is between 5-0.
For required elements, a range of 5-0 to 5-7.
The marks, please, for presentation.
And for presentation, 5.2 to 5.8.
The range of marks is between
And that will be enough to move Yukina Ota of Japan into 3rd place overall in the short program. So Japan's Rookie of the Year from 2003, only 17, is 3rd here in the short.
On the ice, representing Canada.
Now Jennifer Robinson of Windsor, a 6-time Canadian champion. Her reign ending just 2 weeks ago when young Cynthia Phaneuf defeated her and took the Canadian title in Edmonton.
This has got to be a gutsy skate for her. She cannot let any doubts into her mind, especially as she heads into her triple Lutz combination.
Her coach Doug Lee staged a trial competition, simulated competition in Barrie coming into this to try to steady her nerves. Get Edmonton out of her system.
Looking a little cautious going in here. She does it though.
She needs to attack the next element with the same type of conviction. Connecting steps leading into her triple flip jump. Executed, but cheated.
How important is it for her to skate well here, considering she will be going to the World Championships with the decision to send Cynthia Phaneuf to the World Junior Championships?
It's extremely important. She, more than anything though, I think she needs this one for her confidence and also just to defend the fact that they are sending her over the younger Cynthia Phaneuf.
Her last jump element, double axel.
Jennifer Robinson in a self-assured performance here in the women's short.
And she is going to breathe a big sigh of relief here. This is huge for her to overcome this.
And she's always impressed me by being very realistic about assessing her own performance. She's not afraid to come off the ice and say, you know what, I didn't do it. But she's also keen when she does do it. And this for her, as you mentioned, Barb, this is big to come back with a skate like this after what she would have experienced at the national championships. This was her opening combination, triple Lutz. Showed some patience there to get her balance back before putting the double toe up.
And here's the jump that she struggles with. And very often she does not complete the rotation before she lands. And you'll see on the back end of this jump, she does a turn on the ice. She'll get a deduction of about a 0.2 to 0.3 there.
Double axel was very well done. Nice, clean entrance, clean exit, full of confidence.
And with the look of a champion this afternoon. Jennifer Robinson of Windsor, her coaches, Doug and Michelle Lee, nervously awaiting these marks here in the women's short.
Marks between 4.7 and 5.5.
Marks for required elements, 4.7 to 5.5 for Jennifer Robinson. For presentation, 5.0 to 5.6.
And 5.6.
And we'll look to see where that ranks her here after the short program. She moves into 4th place. More importantly, she is the top Canadian here this afternoon, ahead of Joanie Rochette and Cynthia Phaneuf. And so here's how they stack up after the women's short program. The Americans won 2, Oda of Japan in 3rd, Jennifer Robinson of Windsor with the best chance to be in the medals for Canada. Still to come, the men here in Hamilton as Canada's Jeffrey Buttle warms up backstage at Copps Coliseum.